Hello and welcome to today's podcast. If you're new here, my name is Terry Maclean Ochokol. You can find me on Instagram at Terry underscore Maclean, TikTok, Facebook at Terry underscore Maclean. Also, you can find this podcast on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Journey to Growth. And if you've not subscribed, kindly do subscribe. Thank you. So on today's episode, we are joined by a very smart, intelligent, very young entrepreneur who has taken over the skincare beauty industry, and which is the start of our second segment, which we're going to be talking about different brands and how they came to be the brands that we know today. So, allow me introduce our lovely ta-da! Let her introduce ourselves. Hi,
Hi, Terry.
how are you?
I'm doing amazing.
I'm
How are
also
you doing?
I'm also amazing. Thank you for asking. So for someone who's seeing you for the first time or for someone who's meeting you for the first time, who are you? What is your name?
So, my name is Yulene Vulegani. I'm the founder of Miska, which is a skincare brand that majorly focuses on melanin rich skin.
Okay. So who are you beyond being a founder?
Beyond being a founder, I like to say I'm a very multidimensional woman,
Okay.
and it's very hard for me to just describe myself in one word or 2 but I have a broad range of interests. So one is obviously in entrepreneurship. I have an interest in technology. Another major interest I have, but low key, is in in spirituality.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just enjoy anything to do with self care. If you find me on TikTok, I'm making videos on holistic self care and just taking care of yourself from the inward.
Yeah, that's nice. Maybe would you tell us your social media handles?
On Instagram, you can find me at Yulin7. On TikTok, at Yulin7. On X, at Yulin7.
Okay. Why 7? I'm sorry, I'm curious. Why 7?
7. I like the number 7 because, first of all, it's a number of completion.
Okay.
But when I look at just my chart and everything, I was born on the 7th. And there's a lot of things that have happened to me in association with 7. So it's a number I accord somehow good luck and a bit of individuality to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So maybe at your age right now, which I don't want to mention, you've chosen entrepreneurship and tech. What inspired this path, and what does growth mean to you personally? What inspired you choosing to be a young entrepreneur in the tech industry, and what inspired you to do it?
Um, hmm. It has been a very non-linear journey, to be honest. It's
Okay.
not something I would say I always knew that this is what I want to do.
Okay.
But I think everything has led me here. So, but if I look at it keenly, I've always been into innovation. When I was in high school, I did a couple of projects in science and engineering fair,
Okay.
which both of them I took to the nationals.
Oh, okay. I did everything but that.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite thing ever. So I took one to the nationals, and we actually got even among the top 3.
That's nice.
So at that point, I think that kind of gave me confidence in knowing that I can cultivate an idea and be able to express it.
Okay.
And now I'm just practicing to bring it to life.
Wow. And how is it working for you?
Um, yeah, if I say easy, I'll be lying for
Okay.
sure. It has its own ups and downs, but I believe the best thing you can do for yourself in this life is to understand your strengths and weaknesses,
Okay.
and invest in places where your strengths can be brought to shine. So for me, that has been about science, innovation, and technology, and I feel like these particular strengths shine in my journey in entrepreneurship.
That's nice. You're really talking about your journey in entrepreneurship. I'd like to know, like in 3 words, how would you describe your journey?
How would I describe my journey? Well, first and foremost, resilient, very resilient, because I've had very many reasons to give up and maybe just be like, maybe I could just get a job, because to be honest, I'm very good at technology, and sometimes I think maybe I could just get a job as something in technology, but
Okay.
I don't choose to do that. So resilience has been at the core of my journey. And then curiosity. And the other thing would be self-belief. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe what inspired you to start Miskar?
I started Miska when I was in university. And when I was starting it, I was just starting it as a hobby somehow. And the reason why I started it is I have sensitive skin. And during that time, I was very much into beauty pageants. Taking care of my skin was a core practice for me. But I couldn't find, a product. For example, I have hyperpigmentation and sensitive skin. If you go out into the market right now looking for products for sensitive skin, they're mainly focused on stuff like hydration and skin barrier protection. It's hard to find the balance of a gentle skincare product that's also catering to, melanin issues such as hyperpigmentation, post-acne scarring. So that's when I decided to start experimenting with a few, natural products like soaps and oils. And then, yeah, it just grew from there. But that was the main goal.
Okay, I've realized I'm asking what inspired you to start Miskar, but maybe there's someone who doesn't know what Miskar is. So what is Miskar? What is the brand of Miskar? Okay.
So Miska is a skincare brand. It's based here in Nairobi, Kenya. And we pride ourselves for manufacturing locally, which is something a lot of skincare brands don't seem to do. So we are mainly focused on melanin skin. I am an African woman. I highly believe that I understand melanin skin better than someone elsewhere from Europe or Germany would understand to be able to create products for us.
Okay.
So we are creating products to cater for melanin skin, but at the same time ensuring that they are very gentle. When you are using Miska, you don't have to worry about, oh, will this product break me or whatever, because we have ensured that, for example, one of my pet peeves for a very long time was skincare that has very strong scents. You have like a moisturizer, it's too scented. You're not sure if you're putting a perfume on your face or a cream. And personally, for me, those kind of things used to irritate my skin. Like if I do that, I just get rashes immediately. So that's something we are bringing into the industry to make sure that we are making really gentle skincare, but at the same time, very effective.
Okay. If I may say, your skin is the opposite of mine. Like your skin is so nice. She has not applied anything and it's so clear, so smooth, so nice. Is it like your products that you use as well, or you sell it but don't use it on yourself? There are people who do that. It's preaching water
Oh
and
my
drinking
days.
wine.
I can imagine. Oh my God, that would be the biggest scam of the
Yeah.
of life.
Like today, there's something I saw on TikTok. Someone was being asked, I think she's a forex trader or something. She was asked, "Do you do what you're saying, like what you teach people?" She was saying she was broke, and she was being told, "Why don't you trade the way you tell people to trade and make money?" Then she says, "I just come on TikTok and say what other people are saying. That does not mean I'm doing it.
Oh damn. Oh
Do
my
not
God.
believe social media. It's not a real place."
It's a scam. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's Miska, but there's also other holistic practices you have to incorporate if
Okay.
you're, going for that. So I wouldn't just plainly sit here and say it's only Miska products that help my skin to look the way it does, but it's a combination of things: nutrition, skincare, and consistency for
Okay.
the big part.
Keyword is consistency. Anyway, so was there a defining moment where you knew? Okay, wait. Before that, every product that someone tries to create is a product that fills a gap. Like, is there a gap that you saw? I know you've said it, like you've just brushed through it. Is there a certain gap that you saw in the Kenyan market, and you're like, you know what? Actually, let me try and fill this gap, or let me fill this gap.
I mean, foundationally, from like the way I said, it was trying to create something that is both gentle and effective, because I couldn't see any of that. And in fact, the products for sensitive skin, they tend to be very expensive,
Yeah.
if you look at it well. So I was trying to create this balance where we can have something that's both gentle, effective, and affordable. But also along the way, I realized that we as Africans, we undersell ourselves a lot
Okay.
by depending on, imported kind of skincare, which, like I mentioned, you cannot convince me that they understand our skin better than we
We
could.
do.
Yeah. And also the other thing is we've shied away so much from local manufacturing. And I would understand why, because it's very hard to create, a very nice high quality product from here because there's no strict manufacturing measures.
Yeah.
But I believe it's something that we can actually work on and get there. I'd say this is a very, like, this is the most passionate thing I have for Miska. Is just about like contributing to uplifting Africa as a continent when it comes to manufacturing and ensuring that we can actually create value within ourselves and uplift the community as much as we can with what we have, because we have the resources and we also have the talent.
Okay, I'm curious to know, do you just sell locally or do you do it internationally as well in other markets?
So I've had a few people on an individual basis ask to get the products delivered, for example, to the United States. For now, I do it from time to time at an individual level because we don't have the certification yet to like take out our stock in bulk to the US. But it's something I would be willing to look. I mean, it's something I want to look into the future to ensure that we have all the regulatory measures to be able to serve even the African diaspora.
Okay, that's nice. So maybe was there a defining moment where you knew this wasn't just a hobby, but it's a business? It's you want to make money out of it? Because at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is all about making profits and everything.
Yeah.
So is there a defining moment? What made you realize, you know what, I could actually live off this and quit tech? Because I know you're a very smart person in the tech side. How? What happened?
So I'd say I started it in campus. By then I didn't have a strong conviction that this is exactly what I wanted to do, right? So by that time I'm still trying to look for greener pastures, And immediately I graduated, I was like, I want to go and live elsewhere and try to work there, Those are the kind of greener pastures I was looking for. So I got this chance to travel and go work in Dubai, where I worked for almost a year. And it was during this period that I realized this is not what I want to do. I feel constrained, I feel restricted when I'm working on one particular thing because I have, and I think it's a curse. Okay, not exactly a curse, but
The good
to
kind of
have-
curse.
Yeah, to have so many abilities because you'd be confused and never know where exactly you need to focus on. So I feel like just being in this environment where I was working and I felt so restricted, every day I would be arguing with my employer, why am I late and stuff like that.
You didn't job your love. You didn't love your job. Yeah.
It
okay,
was
you didn't
not
love your job.
loving and it was not jobbing. So at this point, I realized I think the best way I can express myself and feel fulfilled is only through entrepreneurship because
Okay.
there I'm able to express myself in every kind of multitude that I would want to.
Okay, maybe. Is there any other thing that you were doing prior to skincare that were hints of you being an entrepreneur? Like, let's say in high school where people they buy things from the canteen and resell. Are there things that you did prior?
I wouldn't say exactly so, apart from my little history in creating projects in the line of innovation. I was also by there a judge at some time for the Science and Fair projects.
Oh, okay.
So I've always kind of felt this pull towards innovation and solving problems. Yeah, but then something again that got me into this line, you've been a promo girl before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's also something I did when I was in
Campus?
and it was beautiful. Like I loved to see the way brands are carrying out their activations, their marketing things, and by that time I just used to dream, oh my God, one day I want to have my brand of my own and do all these cool things. But by then I didn't know what it would be. But I guess the dots connect as you
And you
look
led you
backward.
there. That's nice. So in the early stages, as you're starting, because you started in campus, I am so sure you have had a few things, a few challenges here and there as a student. You're trying to start a business, a skincare business in Kenya, and I don't know why, but most people prefer to use international products than local products. Are there some challenges you faced in your early stages?
I mean, just like you said it, first of all, skincare is something of a bit of a hard product to convince someone to start using,
Yeah.
because we are talking about your skin here. Even me, you'd have a hard time to convince me to, to start using other products. So you're here, you're telling somebody, okay, this is not CeraVe, it's not La Roche, it's a new kind of product that I've brought to the market. I want you to trust me with it, that it's gonna go well, you know. So I'd say that initial part of trying to get people to on board to a new thing that they've never completely heard of, it's quite hard, but also it's quite rewarding when you know that once they start using it and they like it, then they become a
Return
lifetime
clients.
customer. Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious to know, when you made your first samples, did you just sell it outright, or did you give a few people, like a few friends here, try this product? Because when you're bringing a product, you have to test it first. Did you test it with your friends, or you just tested it with yourself, then started selling it?
Oh my God, no. When I first started, you'd even come to my house. I've done facials for a lot of my friends, in the sense that I just want you to experience and tell me, how do you feel after using this product? That is exactly how I started. So there's this kind of mask. When I started with a mask, a soap, and an oil. So this mask, whenever you'd come to my house, you'd have signed up to be a free content creator. I'm sorry, but so most of my friends, when they would come, I'd apply it to them and ask them, how do you feel? And the feedback was good. Or sometimes they can tell you it feels a bit harsh and whatnot. So I would know I need to adjust this product so that even someone with the most, sensitive skin can feel like, because a mask, you can imagine, scrubbing is not it and whatnot. So that is one of my original formulas that has taken time to, you know, make it into what it is today.
Okay.
Because I would apply it to people and they would tell me it feels like this, or it's a bit too drying when you do this. So we keep adjusting and adjusting. And yeah, at some point you just come to a place where it's like, okay, maybe this is
It's
it. It's
working.
working. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So you want to tell me now it's a product that works for different skin types, or do you use the same? You have different products for different skin types.
This is an interesting question because it has been a battle, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah. Because you see, when you start, different people start asking you for different things. And I would say maybe that is also maybe a mistake, but also a lesson I learned. So you kind of want to please everybody. You even feel like you're missing out on sales. Maybe I'm selling serum for dry skin. Somebody with oily skin approaches you and they're like, what about me? And you're like, I want to also bring for them and stuff like that. So there's a time I had a plethora of products, like so many products, because I wanted to serve everybody.
Okay.
But it has really taken time for us to be able to taste different things. And I would say right now, I feel like we have gotten our product market fit. And it's in the sense of we have a product that almost everybody can use,
Okay.
but we also customize it a little bit to your skin type. But it's not like we have a different product for each kind of skin. But if you come to us, we'll definitely recommend something that supports your skin as it is.
Okay. Starting out, you're still a student. How did you finance it?
So during this time, I knew this guy who is private, like an investment banker, and he invests in startups at the very, very early stage. He's someone who knew me, though. He had watched my journey. Like, he knew the kind of person I am. I was into beauty pageants. And one thing about me, if I have a dream, I chase it to the end. There's no stopping. It doesn't matter. So it's somebody who had seen me grow through this kind of a journey. And it was just like, do a business plan, Let me see. And I think that's one of the worst business plans I've ever written in my life. But he believed in me and he gave me the capital to start.
Okay.
And that's how I got started.
That's nice. You didn't go to a loan. You didn't get a loan or somewhere. I think starting a business with a loan is a very whoever did that and it worked out. You should write a book.
Right?
Hey God, the
'Cause it's
kind
a
of
big risk.
anxiety I have, I
Yeah.
can't. I don't think I'd want to deal with that. So, branding is more than just a logo. What does the Miska brand stand for, and how have you intentionally built that identity?
So Miska, in essence, the way I came up with the name was from the acronyms of my self-care addiction. Even though, because literally that's, if you ask somebody, that's kind of the description of me. I just love taking care of myself.
That's true.
Drink some tea, do a mass, do yoga, go for a walk. That's literally my life. So I will get to this person. I'm like, oh my God, is this okay? It's an addiction, but it's a good kind of addiction. So I was like, okay, Miska, my self care addiction. But I couldn't get exactly as it is, MYSCA. So I just tweaked it a little bit to Miska now as we know it. Yeah, and I also just wanted a very unique name, only for me to also come and find out that Miskad is nutmeg in Creole, and my first investor is somebody who speaks Creole.
Okay.
So even him, he was on board like, this is nice. You know,
This is a good
Miskad is
name.
nutmeg, and nutmeg is a very helpful, inaitwaje yani, easy spices. It's a very helpful spice.
Nutmeg. I don't think I've used it before.
Yeah.
Maybe in products. I'm actually hearing it for the first time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a very helpful spice. So it just came all together and we were like, boom. And the domain was available, miska.com. So we were like, perfect.
Okay, that's nice. So, in such a competitive industry, what makes Miska stand out?
I'd say is the cultural relevance, especially for me as a founder, somebody who has lived the problem of having sensitive skin and hyperpigmented as well.
Okay.
So it's something that works for me, something that I've tested on me, and I believe there's so many African women who are also experiencing the same problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, who else is better fitted to solve a problem than somebody who has already experienced it?
That's very true, actually. So, I'd want you to let us know some of the products that you have, because I know you have a range of products. So, maybe if you can tell us some of the products you have before we get into whatever we are seeing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our main offering is a 5-step routine, which is brightening cleanser, which is fit for all skin types. We have 2 serums, so it depends on your kind of skin.
Okay.
We have a moisturizer focused mainly on hydration and skin barrier protection, so it works for every skin type. We have a sunscreen and 2 face oils that are also given according to your skin type. These are the support products I talk about, and it's not something that every brand does. But when you look at melanin rich skin, we tend to experience some kind of dehydration, and also our weather in Africa, it's a bit sunny almost all the time.
Yeah.
So you might find that you have oily skin, but it feels dehydrated from the inside. So having support products like oils ensures that we are supporting this kind of skin in the best way possible.
Okay. Maybe for someone who just wants to start a skincare routine from now your products, like someone wants to start easy, start slow, what would you tell them to get, and how would they use what they're getting?
The best place to start is always cleanse your face, moisturize, and protect. So cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. That's good to go. Every other thing is just an addition in the basket.
Okay. And of course, proper diet, the way she said, good practices. So social media often shows the highlights. What's a challenge people don't say about running a skincare business?
I'd say for Miska, as it is. It's not just like, there's so many ways to start a skincare brand. You can decide to like get a manufacturer from China and you white label the products and you just bring them to the market.
Yeah.
So for you, your job is just to be getting your supply and selling.
Yeah.
But when it comes to building a brand like Miska, it's a startup and it's something I am involved in every step of the way.
You're the CEO, the marketer, the sales lady,
I also
the
have to
retailer,
coordinate
everything.
the production because it starts from the production of the product. There's so many times I've literally fought with my formulator because of inconsistency. And this is one of the things I talk about when it comes to local manufacturing. It's a bit hard, but it's a hill I'm willing to die on. So one is that kind of just ensuring you're giving people the best quality product, even though the environment is not supporting it. So that's on the production side and ensuring consistency and stuff like that. And then you can imagine running a skincare brand. There's a lot of competition from big brands
Yeah.
who are not limited with like marketing budget and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you just be there like the small fish in the pond. But you're like, you know what? I don't care if you're a shark or we are going to fight this head on. So it'd be like that. But I thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, you've mentioned your formulator. I'm curious, do you have a team that you work with? And at what point did you find it necessary to introduce a team? Because you started alone in university. At what point did you find it necessary to introduce a team?
So when I started, I was doing very basic products like an oil, which doesn't need any mixing or any complicated chemistry, a face mask, which didn't need any kind of complicated chemistry. But when I realized that I actually wanted to create a solid skincare brand, and that means I have to look into, products like moisturizer, sunscreen, and people were asking for them. And I was not in the space where, say, I want to learn so much chemistry so that I can become the best formulator. I felt like I already had a lot on my plate. So the best thing was to team up with somebody who already has that expertise and we can tune it together. So I'd say by the time I was, now this is after I came from Dubai when I wanted to actually do business in a serious way. This is when we teamed up with my formulator and then we started creating this kind of, other products. I also have somebody else who helps me with shooting and social media management. We've also worked with her from the very beginning.
Okay.
I think she's just someone who believes in the dream because with her expertise, I don't think even what I pay her is enough, but she believes in the dream and we just keep working together to ensure that we can offer African women the best that they deserve.
Okay, so I'm thinking for something like a skincare brand, you need to actually, when you're getting your formulator, you need to actually do thorough interviews and thorough whatever to get them. How did you get yours?
I'd say I just tried. You ask somebody, can you make this for me? Can you make this for me? Can you make this for me? I did that with about 3 of them. There are not so many, by the way. If you look around, there's only a few people who are offering bulk manufacturing for skincare products. So I tried with the few I could get. And I feel like the formulator I have right now, who is the one I started with from the beginning, has been nothing but the best. Like, she just really understands. When I tell her, this is the product I want, okay, this one was okay, but please can you tune it like this? She really understands and delivers.
Okay. Have you felt underestimated as an upcoming brand or as a brand which is just trying to break the market? Have you felt underestimated at some point? And how did you navigate that?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, I've felt underestimated a lot of times. Just like we were talking about being the small fish in the pond. Somebody does not understand why they should stop using their expensive products to try out your products that they're not sure about.
Yeah.
So you just end up being like, you know what, it's fine. It doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea. But it has taught me to believe in myself so much. Like, even if I don't even know how to explain it, but even if I'm alone, just the only one believing in that dream, as long as I know what or where I want it to be like, and I know what I want for the people I am serving,
Yeah.
then I have no point but to just believe in myself and keep refining my products. And with time, people will catch up.
Okay. That's nice. So, is this question? I don't know if you're doing entrepreneurship fully, but if you're not, because I know you're also into tech, how do you balance it? How do you balance being an entrepreneur, being a woman in tech, and also having a personal life?
I'd lie if I say I can balance anything. It's hard. It's almost as if you remember we were supposed to meet last month, but I was like, because I knew I couldn't, like, yes, I could come for maybe the podcast,
Yeah.
but my mind would not be there because at that point I was focusing on something completely new. I was just trying out something else, which is quantitative finance, and it's
Okay.
something I've never tried before. And I started with a competition.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm just going to dedicate 1 month for me to learn this thing. And, so it was hard for me to balance. And I could truly see the impact on my business. I always feel like whenever your full energy is not in your business, it just
Kinda
reflects,
shows.
on
Okay.
the numbers, on the sales. Even if there's somebody posting on social media, for as long as me, I know my energy is not there, it always shows. So it's more like, to be honest, I don't know how to balance. I always just focus on what I need to focus on at that moment. And I think it's also something that has helped me so much because I focus on one thing with very sharp focus until I get what I want. And then sometimes I could side quest a little bit too much, but that's it. And also on the other side, I do web development. This is just to support me, especially in my initial days as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the business is not able to support my full lifestyle. So I have to do a few gigs here and there. So sometimes I develop websites for people and stuff like that.
Okay, you've mentioned that there's a mistake you made when you were starting, where you were trying to please everyone in the market. You were trying to make products for everyone. Maybe what other mistakes have you made, and how have you corrected them with time? Because it's been a series of years. So what kind of mistakes have you made, and how have you corrected them?
Yeah, I think that was one major one, to be honest. Bringing so many products in your having so many SKUs, it's hard to balance, especially if you have to watch the production, the stocking, and everything by yourself. So that's one mistake. I feel like it would have been better maybe if I just started out with one product. But then again, I would say having that chance to try out different products in the market has also helped us to get to our product market fit very fast because we've tested a lot, iterated a lot, and now we're finally getting to what works. I think the other thing I would do is just have a little bit of more self-belief in my intuition.
Okay.
Because in as much as I was pulled to this journey, I always felt like maybe I could get something better. Maybe I can do something better. Maybe I need to try this. But even after having gone through all of that, all roads brought me back to Miska. So maybe I should have trusted myself.
From there. But
From the
anyway, you
onset.
wouldn't have gotten the zeal if you hadn't gone through every other thing. I always say every step has its own meaning, its own lesson. However it happened, as long as you know where you are and you actually trust what you're doing right now more because of what you had to go through to get here,
For sure.
which is a good thing. And also, since you're in tech and you're an entrepreneur, how has the tech side helped your business side, or are they separate?
Oh, no. They're
Okay.
not separate. And if anything, the best, like one of the things I enjoy the most about building Miska is just being on the backside of the technology of it. So, for example, I'm the one who developed our website. I'm the one who has created the systems that manage Miska. So whenever an order is made, we can see in real time which products are performing the best, which days are people buying more. That's also with my background in data. So I feel like all of these things have helped me create a very nice, precise system for Miska. And so we would be ready in the case of if we have to serve many people. And it's something I really wanted to work on before
You break the
trying to
market.
push our products faster. Because if you don't have the right systems, then you don't have support. Even if you get so many orders and stuff like that, you'll be overwhelmed. So that's one thing I wanted to make sure is put in the right place. And I think having that background has really helped to streamline everything.
Okay. Everyone who's watching this should buy one thing or another. Please support Miska. I can say I've not used your products, but I can say I met you in 2020, 2021, if not 2022, 2021. And I can say I've seen a difference in your skin. It was there, yes, before, but I would say the consistency is actually showing. Yeah. So please buy and stay consistent. And tell them you're sent by me.
Yeah.
They'll give you a discount. If they don't, please don't call me. Anyway, how important is digital marketing, data, social media in building a skincare business today?
It's even better to say it's kind of the only thing we have, because I think we have moved so much away from traditional forms of marketing because everybody is in social media, and it's sort of the best way to connect with people at the moment. So digital marketing is a no-brainer for any brand that's trying to put themselves out there. And about data, data is gold for any kind of business because you're just able to know, and that's how you actually get your product market fit. You know, you can be, let's say you're selling 3 types of shirts: a yellow shirt, an orange shirt, a green shirt. But among these 3 shirts, you've probably sold the yellow shirt only twice, but the green one, people keep coming back for it. Like you've sold maybe even more than 100 pieces. So this is a bit of an extreme comparison, but there's some data points you'd never be able to see unless you're keenly tracking them. So I feel like it's very important for a business to track down their data because you can learn so much from data. You can know where to focus your energy. You can know where to retrieve your energy. And yeah, just focus on what's working. I think that's the point of business.
Okay. So looking back at the woman who started Miska and the woman who's sitting here today, what difference is there? What version was there that time, and what version do we have right now?
Damn.
Oh, gal.
It's a big difference. Like sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, you know, there's this thing they say, a business, by the time you're building a business, you realize you don't even need to be focusing on the business like that. The focus is you. You need to improve yourself to be that person who can actually handle that business at whatever level you want to get to. So I've been going through the refinements and whatnot. As somebody who's lazy, I thought I thought entrepreneurship was an easy way out and whatnot, but it's asked so much from me than I ever thought I could even give. You know, nowadays, you know, my dad already knows I'm a little bit lazy. So because you know, when I'm at home, maybe I used to wake up at like Sasita, and he would be like, "Can you wake up? Even the cows are awake. Why are you still sleeping?"
Even the cows are awake.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So nowadays, sometimes he just stays and texts me early in the morning. Like he would text me at 6 a.m. just to see. I know he's never told me, but I know he's watching me and he's like, let me see what time she'll respond. I would know what time she's waking up. But Daddy, if you're watching this, I want to tell you that nowadays I'm a very responsible girl.
Clock it.
Business has turned me into this person where I actually wake up, I go for a walk and come and, you know, get to business because I have dreams and I know that we only have a limited time here. We're not here forever. So I have to make very good use of my time and have priorities and stuff like that. So I'd say it has turned me into a much more responsible person as I am.
Okay.
And also somebody who realizes that nobody is coming to save me. I actually have to go out there and get this shit done.
Okay. There's something you said which has made me want to ask, do you have a routine, like a daily routine that you follow as an entrepreneur?
Now, I haven't like gotten to that point where my everyday looks the same, even though it's something I'm trying to train myself to. But my ideal day looks like me waking up at 7 a.m. I cleanse myself, I pray, I go and do a walk, and then I come back, have my coffee or green tea
Or purple tea?
or purple tea, whatever the mood is. And then now I start focusing on things to do with the business. It could be like looking out for new opportunities, refining my pitch deck, looking out for maybe events I could go to, sometimes shooting content or, just the business things. So, yeah, but I love to protect my mornings because I believe mornings set the tempo for the day. So, if you wake up and you try to dilly-dally in the morning, somehow your day will just be, the whole day will be dilly-dallied.
Wow. I feel attacked. I don't know
So
why we're
sorry.
talking about people's personal businesses. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like protecting the mornings is a very important thing for me.
I can say, as someone who would say, I'm not a morning person. I just realized it's because I used to sleep late. So I wake up late.
Yeah.
And true to your word, you end up wasting a lot of time during the day. Even when you're waking up, you're already tired and feel like you cannot do anything because the day is over. But when I started sleeping early and waking up early, I can tell you for a fact, there's a difference. You actually achieve a lot. Between morning and 2 p.m., you literally achieve so much and you can actually finish your day having achieved something. That is nice.
Right. And also in the mornings when you have so much brain power. If I wanted to do like something, um, something technical, I'd rather do it in the morning because if you wait for the evening, you'll just be feeling, oh my God, this is too hard. But in the morning, you feel pumped up and like, yeah, so I feel like it's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Maybe what is one lesson or one leadership skill that you've learned through Miss Carr that you'd tell any other leader or any other entrepreneur in their business?
I think it's about having empathy with boundaries. Because I would never, for example, I would never want to be that leader who is, bossing around people. I don't even want like people who work for me to call me a boss or whatever. Like we're just mates. We are working on a dream. That's it, point blank, right? So that's kind of my empathy part when it comes to leadership. But then you also realize that when you're too soft on people, they can walk over you. They will take advantage of your softness and kindness. So I feel like the biggest lesson in leadership is empathy with boundaries. Like just letting people remember that, yes, I'm a nice person, but we have to get things done. Yeah.
Okay. This is a very common question. I'm so sure most people have asked you that, but again, it's not so common because you have a vision and your vision is not common. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as Miss Carr?
In the next 5 years, I hope we would have gone beyond Kenyan borders. I want especially to serve women in Africa. So mostly East Africa. If you look at it, there's no brand that we can call our own, like a homegrown brand that is serving the people. Like I said, we mostly depend on other people's skincare, people who try to fit us in. So I hope one day we can be that brand that is created by the local people for the local people, that is in East Africa, other countries in Africa, and hopefully in the African diaspora.
What do you think what is the biggest hindrance for you right now for breaking that market?
I think one thing we have been trying to get at for the past few years was just trying to get our product market fit, like I was mentioning, because you want to, one of my biggest inspirations in entrepreneurship is somebody like Elon Musk. Elon is somebody who, through his journey, has shown us like the best thing you can do is just create a good product and it will sell itself. So I focus a lot on the product. I focus on ensuring that what we are offering you is of value, and when you get it today, you're going to come back tomorrow. So it has it takes time to do that refinement and stuff like that. But I feel like that is what has taken us a bit of a long time. But right now that we have an understanding of our positioning and our product market fit, then we can be able to now go outside. And I mean, if you look at it also, like there's a lot of processes in between that are also hindering me. Like when it comes to the packaging, it's something I am doing manually at this point. Maybe it's something people do not see. But when the products come from the lab, I have to manually put the labels on, like get the labels printed elsewhere and then put the labels on. This is not something that can go to scale. So if I'm looking at having a proper skincare brand, then that's also one of the things we need to take in account. So maybe I mean, right now I'm in the process of raising some funding so that we can be able to ensure everything is intact, well, professional before we can,
Okay.
distribute.
That's nice. Maybe there's something I'm seeing here, and I'd love you to tell us what we have here today.
So we have this is shea butter.
Okay.
This is a product I actually love gifting people
Okay.
because this one I make it by myself at home. It's something I just make for fun. It's not part of our main offering, but I just do it for the love. Like it's a love in a jar from me. So it's shea butter and it's made of shea butter and baobab oil. These are two ingredients that are very popular in Africa. Like these are the things you find in Africa. But now the weird part is you'll find people have put these things together, put it in a bottle, called it some other thing, and they come to sell to you at a different price. For you not knowing that these are actually ingredients from our own continent, and we can do the value addition here at home and actually enjoy the thing for ourselves. So it's a product that is very close to my heart, and it's very gentle as well. It has no scent, so it's safe for people to use even on a baby and whatnot. And yeah, it just totally aligns with my vision to create really gentle skincare.
Okay. What benefit does it have to the skin?
So, first of all, let's talk about. I think a lot of people are familiar with shea butter
Okay.
because it's more about just moisturizing and stuff like that. But baobab oil is full of antioxidants, and we can say it's like a natural version of vitamin C. So it helps your skin to look brighter, apart from just keeping it moist and hydrated.
Okay. How much does it go for, and what sizes do you have?
This one goes for
Is it really a product?
Sorry.
Did you steal it from somewhere?
I'm
No?
starting to think like, but no, sorry, it goes for 13.50.
Is it a new product?
Not really. It's not a new product. I've had it, but it's only that I only produce it from time to time when I am in that mode. Like I said, I make this from home. So, yes.
Okay, because I'm thinking, I don't think I've seen it so much on your page.
yeah.
That's why I'm asking. I thought it was actually a new product.
No, it's not a new product, but it's always there seasonally. So you can find it sometimes, you cannot find it, but yeah.
Can someone use it on the face?
This sounds like the Arimis case. Is it okay to use Arimis on your face? Should I go deeper into this kind of thing? But there's some people who put shea butter on their face and they're just
Okay with it.
You understand?
You've said it's made from natural products,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
No.
Let's see.
It's not particularly about this product, but I'm just saying I'm not the biggest advisor of using like shea butter, no matter where it's from, on your face. I mean, it's okay if it works for you, but at the same time, also remember it does not give your skin hydration. So one of the most important things to do, and this goes out even to the Arimis, Team Arimis, just ensure you have a moisturizer first, because that gives your skin hydration, and then you can top it up with whatever occlusive you want, whether it's a Remis, whether it's a shea butter or something. So yeah, because if you just use maybe shea butter alone on your skin, you might end up feeling dry with time because you're not giving your skin the hydration it needs.
Okay. So there's one question I ask every guest here when we're coming to the end of the episode, because actually I feel like I've learnt a lot. I didn't know the products as much as you've explained it right now, and we're going to list the products here or here, wherever, and we're going to list the prices, and also we're going to put her pages. You can go to her pages, get to see it. Please visit her website as well. Ask the questions you need to ask that I've not asked, or maybe you can ask even your questions in the comment section. I'm so sure she's going to answer you. And before we come to the end of this episode, there's one question I ask my guest, which is one book you have read, or one saying or parable, or what are they called? What is one saying that you go by?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can give you a book and a saying.
Okay. Please do. Thank you.
Okay. So let's start with the book. I think one of my most favorite books is The Secret. It's just about knowing the universe is mental, and somehow what you see in your physical reality is something that you've cultivated in your mind for some time. And I know sometimes people would like to argue, like, I'm always thinking about success. How come I'm not successful? I feel like sometimes it takes time for things to shift from the 5D to the 3D, just as long as you maintain that frequency long enough. So it's a book that has helped me understand how much our thoughts affect our reality. And sometimes if you're keen enough, you'll see it. So mostly just if you can cultivate positive thoughts for yourself.
Okay. A saying?
A saying, well, Plato in the building. And it goes like this. A moving woman will surely meet her luck. That's it.
Is it this one, this one, this one? Okay. Clock it.
Clacky.
Okay. A moving woman will surely meet her luck. And that's true. A rolling stone will do what? There's something about a rolling stone as well. And as we finish, maybe, what is that one thing you'd want someone, that 20-something-year-old, that 19, that 18-year-old person who'd want to start a skincare brand, or who would just want to start a brand in general, and also your final words to my people?
If there's anything, just never be afraid to try. You might fail, but who knows? If you don't fail, it means you'll succeed. So don't be afraid to try out different things. That's the only way you can discover what exactly is right for you. And the other thing is never give up. You see, when you give up, then you already know chances are you will never make it. But if you don't give up, even if it's only 1% chance of you making it, at least there's a chance, and somehow, some way, it could come to life.
Yeah.
So keep trying and never give up. Believe in yourself always.
If you've come this far, I'm so sure you've enjoyed the episode. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and let me see you on the next video. Bye.